5 years ago, I had a business in Yenogua, and I needed to take a flight from Abuja to Port Harcourt and then travel to Yenogua, come back to Port Harcourt and fly to Lagos. Because I had a common in-law, General may have had that, General Duloju late. When he died, just before he died, he handed over the family to me. And one of his sons was going to get married, and I was going to preside. So I left the house to catch an 11 o'clock flight to Port Harcourt. Just 32 kilometers from Kaduna, I was reading. I had my iPad, I was reading, the driver was driving. And I lifted up my eyes and I saw people in police uniform, in soldier uniform, several of them. Then the next thing I heard was gunshot all over my car. My car took 12 bullets. By the time we towed it, they deflated all my 4 tires. I had 4 bullets. 2 of the bullets hit me on my left leg. I raised up my head and I saw my driver was bleeding. And then he drove the car to the median of the road, hit the median, the car stopped. He opened the car and he slumped out. I thought I'd lost him. So I sat where I was. I'd wore a white jacket and it was stained all with blood. And then this tall Fulani man came, he opened my door and he pulled and he said I should lie down there. He put an AK-47 on my head and I started speaking in Hausa. I'd lived the bulk of my life in Kaduna. I actually started living in Kaduna since 1966. And I spoke to him. And he said I should keep quiet. So I kept quiet. I was in the pool of blood. And in that pool of blood, a question came to my mind. Is this the end? Is this the meaning of life? Of course, I was already in the full gospel. I'd preached, I'd taught, I'd trained. And the question that came to my mind is the account of my life complete? Then I began to whisper in prayer and I began to say to the Lord, this is not our arrangement. My arrangement was I was going to get my children got married and that I was going to live full age. While I was soliloquizing there, the guy came back and he jacked me up and he said, what do I have on me? And he put a gun on my head and he said, are you a soldier or a policeman? Then I answered, I said, I'm the servant of the Most High. Then he jumped back and he said, you never told me that you are the servant of the Most High. I said, you didn't give me the privilege. He said, so lie down there. Let me go and finish my walk. And he walked back to the street and he killed 2 people. He killed 2 people, dragged out, and then came back to me. And he said, have I given him all the money that I had? I said, yes. Within the split period, when he left me and went back to the street, I began to think that, is this the end? But God did not allow my life to be terminated. I've come close to near-death experiences 3 times. Very, very bad. 3 times. That was just one of it. The end will come. Even though it was delayed that time because of the intervention of God. And that made me to begin to ask critical questions about life. What is life about? Is it just to go to school, to work, to earn money, build houses, and end like that? Because I know that every man will die. It's only the soul of the man that will not die. So Peter said in 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 7, he said, the end of all things is here. And if you know that the end of all things is here, he said, therefore, you must live soberly. You must live watching unto prayer, because every man on the surface of the earth will give the account for the life that is borrowed to him.